Hello and welcome to episode number 10 of Art with Mr. Borja. I am Mr. Borja, and I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you. It's cool to think that I started this YouTube channel and I was just hoping that a couple of students would just watch it. It turns out that a lot of you are watching it, so thank you. I'm going to keep on doing it just for you all. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the artwork that some artists have sent in from previous episodes. Let's check it out.
The whale was swimming in the deep blue sea.
Alrighty, friends, you already know what to do. If you'd like to showcase your artwork on next week's episode, you can send it on over to happydrawing123@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at artwithmrborja, hashtag your artwork with the hashtag artwithmrborja. That works as well. So today's episode is kind of a challenging one, but I know you can do it. We're going to continue to draw some animals from the ocean, and for today I chose to draw a octopus. So let's get started. Alrighty, folks, the first thing we need to do is go over our art rules. Remember, rule number 1, respect each other and materials. Everything that you use as an artist, it is your responsibility to put away. Number 2, come prepared to work. Some of these art pieces are going to require you to challenge yourself to do techniques that will take longer. It's going to be fine. I'm sure it will look great. Rule number 3 is to be creative and use your imagination. In art, there is no right or wrong answer. Anything you create, I'm sure I will love. Rule number 4, once again, clean up all materials. Anything you use, I can't stress this enough, it is your responsibility to clean up after yourself. Do not just leave your materials lying around, because that's how they get lost, and then you can't do art. So it's a good idea just to keep everything organized and clean up after yourself. All right, let's get started. Hold up. I have a little bit of a confession to make. So in today's episode, I didn't quite do all the research I needed to because octopuses or octopi do not have 8 tentacles. They have 8 arms, and the difference is that tentacles have suction cups at the ends of them, and arms have suction cups all throughout. So in this episode, you're gonna hear this guy say tentacles a lot. So I just want to give you the heads up. The lesson of this story, kids, is do your research or else you're gonna sound silly. And back to the show. Alrighty, folks, so what I'm gonna use is this permanent marker because it's easier to see on the screen. If you are at home, I would suggest you use a pencil because it's easier to erase if you make a mistake. We're going to go ahead and get started with our octopus. So, the first shape you're going to draw, or the first line, is a curved line. And it's going to start from, I guess, the center of your paper, and it's going to go out this way, like that. So, here we go. like that. Then you're gonna add onto it a little bit and bring it down like this. So it kind of looks like a lemon, or part of a lemon. Now we're gonna draw an upside down C, or upside down U. And a curve like this. So this is where you will put the eye of your octopus. I want this octopus to look a little bit grumpy. If you want to add just a curved line like this because your octopus is happy, that's fine. I'm gonna give him a little grumpy eye like this. And I can color it in. I could probably just leave a little shimmer in it. And this octopus's eye. Like that. All right. So we have the head of the octopus. Now the octopus has 8 tentacles. And this is the fun part. We're going to use up a lot of our paper here for the tentacles. So the first one I want to draw is going to be a wavy line down and then go up. And when you're drawing these tentacles, there is no right or wrong answer. They can go whichever way you'd like. That's 1. We need 7 more. Let's see, I want this one. And the cool trick about the octopus and its tentacles is... Okay. So, I'm saying tentacles a lot. From here on out, in this episode, if you hear the word tentacle, I want you to pretend like I'm saying the word arms. Sorry, kids. Like I said, do your research or else you sound silly. They can go everywhere, but you're not going to draw over any of the other tentacles that you already have. So you can overlap them like this. This one's coming up this way. You're going to pretend that the line keeps going and comes up over here like that. And maybe it goes up and then curves down. I don't know. Bring it back up. Pretend that the line keeps going and start it on over here like this. And again, there's no right or wrong answer when you're drawing these tentacles. You're just trying not to you're trying not to draw over the ones you already drew. That's 2. And I could start on this side over here. Give them one over here like this. Put it back over here. Like that. And notice how I'm using up all of the room I have on my paper. I'm gonna pretend that this tentacle keeps going down this way and start over here like this. Let's see, the next one I can start over here. I'm gonna have it go this way, but curve out that way. Continue it over here. Bring it underneath this one. And just keep that same form, that same line. Try not to draw over the ones you already drew here. So if you count them, I have 4 here. I probably have room for 1 more tentacle on this side. Then the other 3 I can draw on the other side, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But let's just complete this one over here. Let me add it to this side over here like this. And these are just wavy lines that we're going to draw. And look at this. there's no more room on the page, but that's okay. I'm just gonna bring it up this way like that. So if you count all the tentacles so far, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 3 more. So I'm going to pretend that some of them are coming out of the other side because they are. And I'll draw another one out this way like that, just to use up some more of the empty space we have on our page here. And one cool thing I learned about octopuses or octopi are that they are very, very smart. That they can open up jars or something. I saw some of the videos on YouTube here. I thought they were really cool. I'm gonna pretend that this tentacle here, it started over here, continue this way, and it's gonna keep on going. I'm not gonna connect it to this line here because that's this part. I pretended that the line kept going here and this was connected. So I'm gonna pretend that this line is going this way. Started over here, keep that same shape or line of the tentacle and draw it up like that. So if we count them now, we have 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tentacles. I need 2 more. I have room over here, so I could probably bring another one out this way. So it's as if it's coming from up here on the other side of the octopus. Bring it down. And continue it all the way over here like this. So I need 1 more. And I understand we took up a lot of space in this picture, but that's all right. I'm gonna show you why I did that a little bit later when we color. Guess the last tentacle, wait, I think the last one, let me count them first. It's a good idea to count the tentacles on your octopus because if you have extra tentacles, it's gonna look silly. If you have less, that'll look silly. You're looking for the number 8 because the octopus has 8 tentacles. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 1 more. Probably have that one coming out this way like that. And bring it up like that. And then I'll bring it this one down actually. Come up this way. This one's especially long. See how I'm overlapping all of my tentacles here? I think that's 8 tentacles. Alrighty, another detail I want to add to my octopus here are the little suction cups that it has on each tentacle. Now, they are round, and I'm also going to show you how to add them so that they highlight each tentacle. I'm just going to add these little half circles like that. Little one there, but then I'm also going to bring it out over here like this. If you want, you can add half circles all the way on one side of the tentacle. I'm just going to choose to do it on some parts of it, not all of them. Like that. Then I can put some on this tentacle here, this next one here. Put it Like that. Keep on going. And again, if you want to add the half circles all the way on this side, you totally can. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just gonna add it to some parts, not all of it. And then some over here towards the end. Put another one over here like this. This one's gonna have it a lot on this part over here. Then they're slowly gonna get smaller. Then some more over here. So you see all the details that you can add to the octopus, like that. And I'll put some over here like this. This one. All right. So these two over here are the ones that are going this way. Instead of putting it on this side, I'm gonna try to keep it on the opposite side. So on the left side instead of the right side. You see how this side, I put them on the right side of the tentacle. On these here, I'm only gonna put them on the left side. I think I'm done with the details and I'm ready for coloring. I feel like this needs to have some sort of details. I don't like that it's so blank here, so oh, I know. Again, I'm not sure if they actually have these spots on them, but I'm gonna add spots because it's my artwork. If I wanted to add some crisscross lines, that's fine too. You do what you feel you will like. Put some over here like this. All right. I like the way that looks. Now I think I'm ready for coloring. Now that we are done with our drawing, we're gonna grab our markers or crayons or color pencils. Either one is fine. Once again, if you have anybody at home and you only have one set of markers, you can share them. Okay, so because the octopus lives near like the ocean floor, I want the water to be really, really dark, because if the deeper that you go, the darker the water is and the less light there is. So I'll start off with purple. I got it. I'm gonna start off with the color purple towards the top of the page, and as I work my way down, I'm gonna switch it up to black. Here's what I mean. I'm gonna use the pointillism technique. So again, if you want to do lines or if you just want to color it a solid color, you can. I'm gonna work my way down using this technique. Now it's gonna take a while, I know that. That's okay though, because I really, really love the way that this comes out when I'm finished. I wanted to share a fun fact that I learned when I was doing some research on Nat Geo Kids. They are a wonderful resource for you to learn about all kinds of cool stuff. The fun fact that I learned was that each one of these tentacles has up to 280 suction cups on it. That's a lot. That's why they're able to grab onto stuff so tight. And they don't let go. It's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So what I'm doing here is I'm coloring the ocean floor. And like I said, because it's a lot darker in the deeper parts of the ocean, I'm using a darker color. Instead of blue, I'm using purple. I'll probably use blue on top of the purple, see what that looks like. But you see these little areas here where the tentacles are not, the water is. Like this. I hope you had a chance to go outside. It was kind of a nice day out. Hope you had a chance to do some chores at home to help out the family. Washing dishes, you know, all that good stuff. So this is taking a long time, but that's okay. Another fun fact that I learned about octopus or octopi is that they can squeeze through a hole that's the size of a quarter. And I actually think I have a quarter here. Hold on. I do. Awesome. So they can squeeze through a hole that's the size of a quarter. Imagine that. Even if they're so big, they have all these tentacles and stuff like that, they can squeeze through a hole that's this size. Huh. That's pretty interesting. Back to coloring. If you'd like to share your artwork with me, you can send it on over to happydrawing123@gmail.com. If you would like to share a story about your drawing or your artwork, you can send it on over there as well. I'd like to feature it on next week's episode. The cool thing about this animal or this art project is that you can use whatever colors you'd like, because octopus or octopi, I keep saying that wrong. Octopi or octopuses, I actually don't know how to say that. Either octopuses or octopi, one of those two. They use camouflage, which means they can blend in to their surroundings if they want to hide from a predator or something. Or if they're playing hide and seek with a friend, I guess they could turn green or different shades of blue, pink. So, don't know which color I want to make my octopus. Alright, so with this part, you want to be extra careful that you don't accidentally color one of the tentacles. I almost colored this part, but that's actually one of the tentacles. You can trace your tentacles so that you know where you need to color the ocean floor and where you need to not color yet. This doesn't seem like it's going to take a long time because I'm almost done with the ocean because the octopus took up so much space in my paper. This is ocean floor here. Alrighty. I'm going to keep going and I will see you in a little bit when I'm done with the ocean. Alrighty folks, so as you can see, I decided to do the whole ocean in purple. What I wanted to do now is I wanted to add blue on the top half of the ocean, and then I wanted to add some black on the bottom half, and then transition it. So like blend it from lighter to darker. So here's how I'm gonna do it. I'm going to add some blue dots up here because I want it to look like blue water, but like I said, this is closer to the bottom or the ocean floor, so I want it to be dark blue, and then go even darker as I go down to the bottom. So this ended up taking a longer time, and I decided that I don't want to color the octopus in with the same dots. That would take too long. So what I'm going to do with the octopus is color him with the stripes. Don't know what color yet, but I will come up with something. And I'm not adding a lot of blue dots because there's already a lot of purple dots. Just trying to give it some more color. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to. If you want to add some different colors. If your octopus lives out in space and you just want to color the nighttime sky, that's fine too. I'd like to see all the creativity in all of your artwork. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to separate out the blue dots a little bit more, because I've added a lot of them up here, but then as it goes down to this side, I want it even darker. So I'm going to use the black marker to finish off the dots over here on the bottom. Now I've never done this technique here before. I'm hoping it becomes a little bit darker than the top, but I'm okay if it doesn't. Like I said, I like trying different things. If it works out, it works out, and if not, that's all right. Still having fun with it. I think it's looking the same, but that's not a big deal. I'm going to keep doing this, and I will see you in a little bit. Alrighty, now that I'm done with the ocean, it kind of looks the same, but that's alright. I like the way it does look. Now I'm going to start to color the octopus. I think I'm going to color the spots orange. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm going to color these in all the way through. If you want different colored spots, you can do that. If you want rainbow, you can do that. There's no right or wrong answer. I just like the solid orange color for these spots. Keep drawing these or coloring these. You need to be careful because I'm starting to go over some of the black lines and it's starting to ruin my orange marker. Just try to be extra careful if you're the one using markers. If you're using color pencils or crayons, you don't have to worry about that. take your time with it. Cool. Now for the octopus, I'm gonna leave the suction cups white and the tentacles, and the rest of the octopus I decided to color red. But I'm gonna use these lines again because I don't want it to be solid red. I want it to look a little pink. Just like that. Yeah. I like the way it's looking. And if you want to use a different color, it's totally fine. There is no right or wrong answer. I'm going to go ahead and continue to color the rest of the octopus. And I'll see you in a little bit. Alright folks, I just finished up the octopus. I tried to go for like a pink color, reddish color, and I left the suction cups white. So I hope you like it. Remember to write your initials on your artwork. Now we're ready to write about our picture. Remember that anytime you start a new sentence, you start with a capital letter. Here we go. This finger space is another finger space. Odell finger space. The. Now there's no more room. Go to the next line. Octopus. Period. New sentence. He. Always capitalize the first letter of a sentence. Likes. Finger space. To. No more room. I will leave the rest up to you. Remember, you can write anything you'd like about your artwork. I'm going to give you a lot of lines to write anything that you want. Cool. Now we're done. If we are done with our artwork here and our writing, we can go ahead and remember rule number 4, which is clean up all materials. So put everything away. If you were using any markers, go ahead and make sure that the tops are on all of your markers so that they don't dry out. Cool, now we're done. Alrighty folks, that's about all the time we have for today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you'd like to showcase your artwork on next week's episode of Art with Mr. Borja, make sure to send it on over to happydrawing123@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at Art with Mr. Borja. You can tag your artwork as well with the hashtag Art with Mr. Borja. If you like the video, make sure to click that like button. You can also share it with anybody else that you think would like to do art, and click that subscribe button so that you know when the next episode comes out. Like I said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope to see you next time. Happy drawing.